Good morning, brush monkeys. Welcome back to another Flying Monkey Friday. We are continuing our look at the female gunslingers, or Gunfighters 2 box set from Great Escape Games. This week we are doing one based on Raquel Welch from Bandolero, and I got pretty close to her pose with the figure this time. Not too bad. So she's wearing a vest on the figure that she's not wearing in the screenshot there, but I'm going to make the vest and the skirt both Flesh Terrors red. Also, because she's a little more tan, we're going to go with a Dorado skin base and go from there. And I think this is going to turn out really nice. So I've got the colors all picked out. We're ready to go. So let's go ahead and get started. All right. See you in a bit. All right, we've made some progress on our gal here. As you can see, we've got her skin and hair done. The hair is still a little wet. I literally just put it on. It's a Gorgonta fur contrast. And while her hair is not quite as poofy as Raquel Welch's is, it's pretty close. By the time I get done with this, you'll be able to tell who the character was based on. So I think it's going to work out pretty nice. But yeah, she's coming along. So I'm going to do her blouse next. It's going to be ivory with a light white dry brush over it just to pick out the highlights. And then we'll do her vest and skirt in the Flesh Terrors red. And, yeah, she's coming along pretty nicely. So see you when I get the blouse done. See you in a bit. Bye. Alright, we're back and we have her blouse done, and it looks pretty good. It's washed out a little white in this camera. I don't know why the camera keeps doing that, but it does it. So up next we're going to do her vest and her dress in the Flesh Terrors red contrast paint. It's going to be a pretty quick little one-shot thing. Not going to be a whole lot to it. I may do a little bit of Astrath red when it dries on the knee up here, just on the highlights of the skirt, that kind of thing. But yeah, for the most part, it's just going to be a pretty straightforward contrast paint. So I'm going to go do that, and then we'll come back and see how she looks. All right, see you in a bit. All right, brush monkeys, we've got her dress done. As you can see, I went ahead and did the dress and the vest. I did them both in the Flesh Terrors red, and then gave them a light dry brush of Astrath red, just enough to bring out the highlights and the folds right in there, and a little bit of the texture of the dress. I wanted it to look a little rough spun. So I'm probably going to do the buttons on her dress and her vest in greedy gold, but I will do that when I do the bullets and the shell casings there on her gun belt. Speaking of which, I'm going to go ahead and do her gun belt and boots next. Those are both going to be in snakebite leather. I will probably go over that gun belt with brain matter beige first, just to kind of base it for the contrast paint and cover up the red that got on there. And then we'll go ahead and do the snakebite leather, and then go from there. So I'll see you in a bit. Bye. Alright, we've made some more progress on our Raquel here. As you can see, I got the boots and the gun belt done. I just need to do the bullet casings, the belt buckle there. I started doing the buttons already, and I decided to do them in gunmetal instead of gold, so they'd stand out a little better. She also had like this little brooch thing on her blouse there that I painted with metallic red. So speaking of metallics, I'm going to go ahead and go do the bullet casings, and then she'll be ready to be based. So I think she's turning out pretty nice. So we'll see you in a bit. Bye. Alright, there is the bullet casings and belt buckle done. And we already did her pistol while we're doing the belt and boots. So you got the hardwood grip there, and you've got the Gravelord Gray on the pistol itself. I was going to dry brush it with a little bit of Necron compound, but I think it looks fine the way it is. It looks like a good, almost like non-metallic metal kind of thing. So I'm going to call her done for the most part. All that's left to do is her basing. You've seen how I do that before, so this isn't going to be any big surprise. So I'm going to go ahead and cut it here, and the next time you see this gal, she'll be completely done. So thanks for watching, and I will see you in a bit. Bye. Alright, brush monkeys, there is our finished figure based on Raquel Welch from Bandolero. I think she turned out pretty well. Closest we can get with the parts from this Gunfighters kit. Next week we'll be doing a figure based on Haley Bennett from the Magnificent Seven. And that's the new Magnificent Seven with Chris Pratt and Denzel Washington, not the old 1960s version with Yul Brynner. So tune in for that, and I will see you next week. Thanks for watching. Bye. Hey Brush Monkeys, Tom from Flying Monkey Studios here. If you like what you see, click like. If you want to be notified when new videos come out, click subscribe. In the meantime, check out my other social medias on Instagram, Facebook, Hive, Tumblr, a couple others. I'm literally everywhere, Flying Monkey Studios. Go check that out. And thanks for watching. And in the meantime, I will see you guys later. Have a good day.